Bam, no intro, straight into action. OBS wanted to troll me a bit, so I ran out of time to roll the Porsche and the Valkyrie placeholder stuff that I have in the part of my stream intro. But well, straight on track, got a minute of practice, need to use all of it. But a bit of a continuation of yesterday's torrential rains. Well, not too much of rain today, but the track is already wet, so no need for rain. Either way, chat on, stream seems to work. I think the sound is fine as well. Yeah, I don't know what OBS wanted before, but well, it works now. So yeah, good evening, hello everyone, hello Mario. Half a lap of practice, and then we go to quali. I think it's single shot quali here. This is bronze, Spa fixed. Glad they put some wet in the fixed races as well. So at Spa I know that the wet line can do stuff, but I don't know what is the underlying grip condition. You know, if you start from green, then there is no rubber to avoid, so just stick to the ideal line. But if it starts from like saturated or heavy, then you need to avoid a bit of it in some places. Well, we will figure it out. Understeer, okay. I think there is some rubber. Okay, yeah. I would have made the apex, no problem. Yeah, well, straight on track. I don't think we can do 2 laps here. Because we would need 2 minutes 30, but we were doing 2:40s. Actually, I might as well, since it's only one shot, I might just wait for everyone to drive by, clear the water. And stuff. I don't see others on the map. Anyway. I still don't really know if wets need to be heated up a little bit for max grip, or if they just already have peak grip at 20 or 30. Ribeiro in P1. I've seen him in, who was it? Ramonet's stream. I checked before for the weather. Ribeiro went out late and then got easy pole by second and a half, so I don't know. Might be worth it to wait a bit more. Yeah, there is no rain forecast, so surely the best strat here is just to wait and start the lap with 5 seconds to go, and you'll have the best conditions. Yeah, I see some rubber underneath, I think. Probably started with heavy. Okay, single shot. Don't mess it up. No cuts. Here we go. That was a bit too much on the safe side, probably. Hola, Ace. Where are my purple sectors? I'm just happy I actually hit all the apexes. Except the ones where I took the wet line. $35.1. Half a second of booth speed. Okay. Here comes Ribeiro to take a to make a 2-minute 33. Where is he? About to cross the line now. Huh? Yeah, there he goes. 32. Okay. Yeah, he has practiced. Okay, could be worse. Now supposedly I need around 44% of VE. New to wets are new every time anyway. Let me just double check. 20 minutes. We divide that by 158 laps. As if I know the fuel usage. I mean, in these conditions it doesn't really matter. Should move soon. Quick check of the Motec. 4.2 fuel usage. $38 liters. Yeah, let's put it like this. Should be fine. Okay, track still wet. One extra click. I was on wets, right? Yeah. Yeah, some rain should come later. So, let's survive. Need to survive the start. I should have comfortable pace over the people behind. But let's see if I have any pace compared to P1 and P2. Do we need the wiper here? Probably not. Here we go. We thought there was more grip on the inside. Take the tactical cut. Ah, it's green. It's not even a cut. Wow. That wet line doesn't really work as well as with the hypercars. Ribeiro is gone. There is grip on the outside there. Good afternoon, Nicholas. George struggling a bit. I guess it was green cut for him as well. Where is he going? the front of the Lexus with the very nice low speed rotation is really good in these conditions. Oi oi oi. And the rear of the Lexus likes to rotate, of course, where you don't need it to. Yeah, go fast. Go setups, go fast. On fixed as well. Yeah, Porsche, yeah, it's kind of a Porsche condition, of course. But I think Ribeiro did some races before, so he knows exactly what to do. Yeah, the white line does have more grip. Go setups should pay me more for driving this close to the Go Fast logo. Oi! Yeah, that rubbered line offers the same traction as the inside. That's interesting. And that was not the apex. And now I'm gonna get a track limit. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, Nicholas. Gladly accept that. Ah, it was too wide. I've got so much overspeed, but I just cannot find a gap. Ah, the AMG is quicker on the straight. Eventually I'll just have to send it into the apex and hope for the best. Of course the Lexus grips a lot until it suddenly doesn't. Ay, 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 ay. White line goes brr. Finally. Ooh. Now let's see his top speed. Hola David. Both of his livery, yeah, well, it's pain and at the same time it's best advert. I mean, we both work with Go setups, but it was not planned. I sincerely wanted to overtake. And it's light rain now, drizzle. It's getting a bit wetter. Yeah, David, it is a lot of work. I mean, if you know exactly where the grip is and what to do, then it's less work, but I'm just tiptoeing around, kind of, trying to survive. And then I'm constantly reacting to ABS, because I still don't know how to drive a car with ABS. And rain is gone. Thank you, Carosi, thank you. That at least means that you watch me, right? Because I drive against your favorite streamer. Yeah, that's a certified Lexus moment. Okay, I think I escaped any kind of pressure. But the Ribeiro is just fast. Let's see if I can just match him for a lap. .36.2 for him. But yeah, Drizzle is back. Hard to see the conditions really, or to compare them lap to lap. How is that a green, but before I got a yellow when losing half a second? Aye aye. Well, Carosi, much appreciated. Of course, UCOG is a lot more experienced in English language and speaking a lot fluently in all kinds of conditions. And I can only wish I will have half of the viewers as he has now. Now Ribeiro, he's just fast. He's in the Porsche. Porsche likes these conditions. And he's done some races before, and I haven't. Well, honestly, I think I would be maybe 2 seconds behind him, maybe 3. But we had the massive battle with Boothby. That took some seconds off. I mean, Porsche is good on the brakes, it's always been. And it's great on traction. And in the wet, what happens between traction and braking is really not that important anyway. .7 versus 36.3. Yeah, with a perfect lap I can match him. But then he can do better lap than this, probably. Yeah, Salesi, good start to the stream, I guess. Still one more lap to survive. It's very slippery when you are constantly on the dry line and on the rubber, or like when you cross it. It's the most dangerous when you are off the rubber and then you cross it while trying to apply throttle. Yeah, I was surprised yesterday that at Le Mans I could not really find any corner where using the wet line would be actually beneficial. Well, we will learn at Spa today and at Monza later on as well. Yeah, I just have to go deeper into this Stavelo exit, and then I can stay on throttle. Okay, so for the next one I can take 5 liters less. Ribeiro finishes with 36.0 and I'll be 37.1. I could try to take the Porsche, but I feel like I'm just gonna bin it in lap 1. Alright, P2, not bad. Was a good fight against Boothby. We have 6 minutes. I'm not doing the special. No plans yet. Yeah, so this one was actually, it started here, like this line around the outside is actually quite good. Well, the rear is trying to kill you, but you have more grip. And then once you're here, you will get a nice switchback. Then he has to defend. And then he's stuck to the inside with a car that doesn't want to rotate. Ah, that was just a beautiful one from his POV. But just check from here, like the mirror, to get his feeling. Ah, he has to wait for so long to go on throttle. And then the front just doesn't do anything, but yeah. Ah, he was super clean. I need to be careful with my words, but I wanted to say if it was one of those Italians that I raced against yesterday, we would both be in the wall. No, I got told that I made my fellow neighbor countrymen of Italians a bit unhappy with my words yesterday, after I got absolutely smashed around by Di Buono. But well, we had, well, a quick exchange of messages, so it's alright. We're gonna survive. Alright. It was fun. Let's quickly register for the next one. Keep. Well, nothing more to be seen here. With 35.5. Just checking what is the fastest lap actually. Register Lexus register. 30. Ah, they did 33 with the Lambo. And the Ford can do good lap times. Okay. Okay, I mean, in the best conditions I was battling with George, so hard to say what I would be able to do. Wait, I keep forgetting I'm supposed to turn on the music when I'm not driving. So there we go. Just a couple of more years and I'm a professional streamer. Okay. Is there any server that's... Why can I not click on it? Can I click? Ah, okay. No server. Actually, for Monza, this is gonna be a super interesting one. It's fuel times 2 and 45 minutes. So it should be 2 stints. Should be 2 stints, but the rain comes not in the middle of the race, but before the middle, because the first of the 5 settings is just the race start, and then the second one quickly comes in. This could be interesting. If you need to box early, then you cannot make it on one fuel tank till the end. Whom do we have at the moment? I'm pretty sure some esporters will still join later. Anyway, what did they want to do? Oh yeah, what was the special event for this week? Oh, and we have in Discord, in LMU Discord, we have community update March 26. Wait, can I somehow show this? While keeping it readable. Five major issues we reported from the last. Well, incorrect configuration of servers. This is not hard to fix, okay? 0 servers experienced fatal errors. Well, one server had a lot of hypercar disconnects. Ah, okay. Disconnections. Mass disconnection event across number of splits. Short-term issue with network routing on one of the switches. So it was ISP fault, okay. Yeah, this is the critical one. Well, we got a disconnect. It wasn't a disconnect, it was just a pure game crash straight into main menu, which is, well, it is a disconnect. Oh, we had this one as well. Join. So code this weekend I don't plan to do. Oh, this is interesting one. Qatar. 10 hours of Qatar. Well, they cannot send missiles towards our Qatar, right? The virtual one, so still can DDoS. And this one will be probably quite populated, 10 hours of Qatar. Need to note it down. Okay. Yeah, no LMP2s, yeah. So what was... I forgot what were the PCs and stuff. But the TC was quite limiting. But I had some big snaps. I think I just keep it like this, and I had it like this on brake bias. Maybe a bit... 47 will be fine. Actually, I should have a little bit less max pedal force. I have wets. Let's practice Eau Rouge once. And braking for Le Comp if I arrive there. Oh! Barcelona. It's not announced. Wait, would they announce... Would they announce special events that would stretch after the big update? Like, we assumed the update would be 24th of March, but it could be 31st. Surely after update they would not just say 10 hours of Qatar and nothing else. I would... this makes it more likely that the big LMU update 1.3 or whatever it's gonna be called, with Barcelona, that it happens on the last day of March. What do you guys think? I think that could be the case. Or April. What? Well, 1st of April is Wednesday. Looking forward to racing the Glickenhauses and Van Vals. Where is my car? There we go. Okay, so we learn from previous session. We wait in the pit lane up for a bit. Let everyone else clear the track. Yeah. It'll come out when it's ready. No, it should be... They said it's gonna be March, right? And if they schedule these updates till the end of March... Sorry, not update, special events. If the special events are scheduled till 29th of March... there is a good chance it could be on 31st. Maybe. If it's not in March, then yeah, problem. We have waited for years. We could wait for 1 week more. They did say about, well, quarterly, kind of yearly updates, so it was not expected that much will happen. Could be a big one, you know. I'll go out at, I don't know. We don't have Ribeiro here today, or not today, what am I talking, for this race, so probably I don't need to try hard that much. But maybe I can finally win a race, who knows. But yeah, this LMU update that's coming up, supposedly, like, it must be a huge one, like, it has to be a really good one. Inevitably there will be a bug or two that it brings, but it should fix other 20 bugs, and you know, I expect everything. I expect fixes for the tires, I expect better bob, Barcelona, LMP3, I expect the whole weather system rework, I expect no more server crashes, the UI will be a complete rework, I expect everything, and I don't want anything less than that. But yeah, let's see. Make sure to shift light, there you go, 5th gear. I'll be staying in 5th just for you on the straight. It's probably more efficient anyway. It's funny with 5th and 6th gears. Sometimes you upshift to 6th, you get less power and you burn more fuel. It just like doesn't make any sense. Oh, sparks in the dark. Oh yes, oh yes. And fixes for the stutters, for the frame drops. Optimizations so we can run higher textures, so VRAM, that's recently been a problematic thing in the world. That we don't need 10 gigabytes, but that 8 gigabytes is enough. I mean, 8 gigabytes is enough for most people. Having ultra wide and stuff, more pixels to generate supposedly doesn't help with the issue. Career mode, oh yeah, they did tease about it. And they will announce, you know, Le Mans Virtual Series, and they will announce huge things. ALMS, IMSA, everything. Nah, let's see what they managed to do. Either way, single shot quali. Let's put it together. I think I did a 34 before, even a 35 in quali. Unload access, yeah. No strategical cuts in quali. Why SP1 on mediums? Or is it a bug? I see a purple. Ooh. Nice. Triple Lexus. Alright. Let's see if I stay there. I was one of the last on track. They're not on medium. Ah, he's on medium. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work too well, but let's see. Low gas price, oh yeah. Well, I heard it's gonna drop down again. It was like a manipulation or a scam. But I guess all different kinds of stories come, so... My Hyundai that I have parked... Ooh, around he goes. My Hyundai has... Oh, he escapes. Has low fuel. I need to refuel at the peak of the prices. What was it? 40... Ah, I took 40 liters, but I actually would need 36. Yeah, that's good. I do have, yeah, I have wets, fuel, all is good, all is fine. $5 per gallon. What do we have here? €1.50, 1.6 euros per liter. What is the conversion ratio? It's like 4.5 liters per gallon. Michael, thank you for sub. Hydrogen hypercar. Oh yeah. We had the hydrogen, not hypercar, but we had the hydrogen safety car in the first Le Mans Virtual in 2020. We just never got to actually download and drive it. 1.9 euros per liter. Yeah, well, Slovenia is probably a bit cheaper on that aspect for some reason, but we are paying for electronics and for everything else much more. Alright. Can I defend this P1? Rouge will be fun. Lost a bit of traction, luckily. Alright, how much of a tactical cut? Just enough. Defended. Uh-oh. That was planned. All for the better exit. I stayed on track actually. And didn't lose actually... Well, maybe I lost a 10th. Would be worse. Pierre, bonjour. What do you mean no Lexus moment? I had 10 Lexus moments in the previous race. But I try not to have one this race. About FOV, it's calculated 26 degrees according to my geometry. You just arrived. Well, you missed a crazy battle between two streamers. One with a streamer badge and one with just a try-hard trusted driver badge. The esports line, yeah, with capital S. Okay, I have the pace here, so let's see if I can make a 33 or a 32 for the leaderboard. Oh no, I've shifted to 6th. I promised I'm gonna stay in 5th for the sounds. I have to lift. One more corner of try-harding. Well, 2 more corners. Still at 34. Oof, I'm slow. What was the PP or like the top of the leaderboard? I forgot. I think it was 33 low or 32 high. I don't think I can match that. Ah, hit the curb. Okay, let's keep it reasonable. You got practicing for round 2. Alright. Well, he's practicing for Monza. I should be practicing for Monza as well, but... okay, almost a Lexus moment. I have my Go setup downloaded, that's enough for the practice. And I did 3 laps for the screenshot, for the thumbnail, so... all is good, all is under control. Right, I need the wiper. What is my big wiper? There you go. It is getting a bit wetter. 33.5. Okay, thank you. So 8 tenths off. That's fine. Of course, the rear-engined cars will just inevitably have a bit of advantage due to traction. And then if I can improve 3 tenths on that, probably. So half a second bob difference in the wet. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, that was too much of a wet line. Motoman I didn't answer before, so I put seat position around 200 forward. So it's more like realistic geometry wise. So like the A pillar doesn't block my view, and it's roughly in the position where it would be if I was sitting in the car. This is my favorite wet line. Well, this is not my favorite wet line anymore. It grips so well around the outside, but then you have to survive the V-shaping back over the racing line. I see well to the right, I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, having triple screens would add a bit of vision, or like double or even triple ultra wide, or triple semi ultra wide. But I don't think I really need it. Like, this FOV is fine, just about fine for me. You see all the apexes and whatever I need to see else I see in the radar or in the mirror. It's probably not wet enough for like the actual full wet line effect. In the hypercars we just gained a lot of time by not using traction zone of the rubber, like rubber line, but just diagonaling across. Yeah, the ultra wides, well, I got it for 700, I think, 750, 3 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? Luckily no issues for me yet with it. I've read these Samsungs have a relatively high failure rate, the C49 HGs and such. Well, the problems are that it has crazy ghosting, so the image is never really that clear, but that's fine. Ah yeah, trying to learn new pedals. How is Monza looking? No, honestly, yeah, now that you say that, my biggest sim racing struggle in my whole career was when I went from DFGT to D3PA. Not even to a load cell, just from very soft potentiometer to stiff potentiometer pedal. I was a second of pace, I couldn't drive, it was horrendous. I took 2 weeks to get somewhere. But eventually the muscle memory in the left leg updated itself, and then it was fine. Then I inserted some squash balls, then it was even better. And then the transition to load cell was just seamless. Brake has way too much. Oh yeah. That as well, because the FGT is funny. Very little travel and very soft, but actually quite progressive. I loved the DFGT pedals. It was. I can still feel it in my left leg if I try to imagine it. But yeah, it was like what, 2 kilograms. Honestly, I don't know if I even gain with this inside or outside line through Rivage. Probably can just stick to the racing line. Too much ABS. No, I've never used the rubber cone. That was the worst thing probably I ever experienced in sim racing. That rubber cone mod. The amount of sense it made was absolute zero. But its bracket held a squash ball tightly and nicely. And that was one of the most effective sim racing mods I've ever experienced, so yeah. Funny how there is a lot of discussion about this load cell pedals of different price ranges and stuff. Some with rubbers, some with different combinations of springs, some with hydraulics. But then just Trustmaster potentiometers with the squash ball felt basically the same as the Heusinkveld, so I don't know. Meanwhile, I forget how to drive a car. Need to look at the gap to P2. Can do more than 3 laps. Oof. I vividly remember racing around Red Bull Ring just after I got the Trustmaster T3PA. Just being a second off pace, braking zones were plus minus 30 meters. I had no idea where to brake. Sometimes I stopped before the apex, sometimes I never stopped. But the brain adapts. Yeah, it's... there is... Wait. Chat going crazy, or did you delete the message? There was a question with more grip offline, right? I've seen it. There is a lot more grip offline, but you need to go offline, which is slow in itself. No worries. Like turn 1 I think is the best one to go offline, because you like just brake straight. Well, not that deep, but brake straight, rotate in that camber on the road and just exit straight as well, which almost works in the dry as well to some extent. Don't like the feel of elastomer. Yeah, I've heard comments like that before. Well, we had a heated discussion in my Discord about it. My view is that I absolutely need elastomers, because with springs you always just get a linear response in force versus position, but I really benefit from a exponential curve, which only elastomers can provide. So I went from the old Heusinkveld rubbers, which indeed felt like a brick, like a squishy brick, to the new ones 2 years ago. Well, it's actually, I think they fixed them or like updated them 3-4 years ago. And the new ones are just really good, exactly what I need. So So I could never go back to Springs. One last understeer. Alright. Ice rain, oof. We had ice rain, I don't know, 10 years ago in Slovenia. Was it 10, 15? Destroyed half of country, it felt like. It wasn't really too much of it, but there was quite some drama because it rarely happens. Alright, well, we take a win. A win is a win. I didn't beat Ribeiro because he didn't race, but I'm gonna take it. Nothing to really watch here. It was just smooth sailing, right? So let's see what we have. What we have here. How many percent I gained. People are still finishing their races. Just gonna quickly check if there is some guidance and such. Alright. Not too much of crazy uber extreme esports going on, hopefully. So I have a chance. Made it look easy. Well, you know, this Lexus is really nice. Like the Lexus makes this GT3 fixed races so much easier for me. I did a race before with the Lexus, so like I got used to it, so I could drive more comfortably now. But if I drove some different car, I would probably struggle a lot more. Mine is electrifying footsteps. What do you mean electrifying footsteps? You mean you produce electricity when you walk? That's basically stealing energy from people and putting it into the system. Which is fine if there is a choice. So where is the results? My new tiny pedal preset. Yeah, I can do it, although I don't know if I did anything special. I just made this height preset, so it disappears for the try-hard league events. Corvette is alright, I think. You know what, I'm just gonna join practice, I need the lap. And I'll check the result later. Corvette? What was the track? I was checking the Go setup spreadsheet and it was actually P1 in some track, in quali. But it supposedly still absolutely dies in the race. So it's not an endurance car. Is it wet? Medium grip. Load, drive. It's quite cold. Won't really get much feeling. But anyway. VE app broke with the values. Well, sometimes it breaks, but you need a lap or two and then it updates itself. I think I did upload the current overlay layout some weeks ago, but yeah, I can do again. They have panels you stand on. Okay. So basically, you have to make a bit higher effort to go upstairs, or you have like the steps are effectively a bit higher. as you push them down to create the electricity. Well, that would need to be a norm in countries where obesity is quite common, right? Japan is probably... No, you know what? Everyone can benefit. I don't think there is a big portion of people that would not benefit from having effectively more effort on the stairs while creating electricity. Oh yeah, the 911. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm never was a big V8 enjoyer. Well, I mean, you can easily get quite some electricity, right? You can make every stair have double the travel, but then people will just never actually manage to walk upstairs. Well, that was the worst of pit entry practices, but better than nothing. Is this still a cut? Yeah, it is. Don't touch the green. Results are ready. I mean, I don't know what I even want to see. I gained DR. Of course I gained DR. I actually wanted to see if my bar is... it's still like under 2 or beneath 2. Wait, does this work today? Why does it not play? Wait. Yeah, I cannot explain because it doesn't play. Anyway. OBS source that just doesn't do anything. Whatever. Sorry. Loading Monza. I think it's gonna be... It's not gonna... It's not gonna be wet. In practice and in quali. Wait, is stream still on? Yeah, it has to be working. Click something and... I think all is good. All is good. Quick double check of something in the setup. Yeah, it's gonna be dry or even sunny practice. A bit more clouds in the quali, and then in the race eventually inevitably it starts raining. Oh, and it is fuel times too, so I need to double my fuel. It rides these sausages so nicely. I constantly get messed up in my braking zones when these setups have 100% brake input saved, and I don't think I can ever use 100%. It just deadly ABS understeer. And its strict cuts. Alright, enjoy the learning experience. Eventually the muscles memorize and all is good. Honestly, if I just put one right click down, like to 92, and then it's fine. I never felt like I lose braking performance with 92. Well, there you have the flat 6, just from outside. Oh, that's a track limit. Okay, good to know. Oh, the balance is so good. If I don't fail the brakes. Hi Kiran, hi Jan. Right, pit entry practice. And then increase the fuel times 2. And decrease the brake force. I need to take that curb on the apex. Oh yeah, that's way too late. Okay. How many minutes? 10 minutes. FFB reset works after 2 clicks. And this button is really super important. Cannot drive LMU without FFB reset. Hi Jonathan, hi Kamal. I hope the fuel is fine. Like I just assumed I just need to do times 2 because fuel is times 2. Well, it says 6.0 laps, so that's positive. And let's see how many laps these mediums need. Ah, we have Leiden. Why didn't I see Leiden before? Tommy Leiden and his AMG. Ah yeah, Alt Tab will reset it as well, yeah. Yeah, it just sometimes it just dies. Sometimes when you click different window or just by itself. So yeah, I absolutely need the button. It was the same 10 years ago in R Factor 2 with Trustmaster. Can't see all driver signs. Okay, copy. And yeah, Jonathan, about the Lexus, it's so nice. Just need to respect that rear axle that sometimes doesn't really want to stick, and then it makes a huge moment, but in a different way than the rear engine cars. Leiden and hypercar. Yeah, might be true. Well, it's these ACC guys, right? They want the GT3s. They just maybe don't enjoy the hypercars. Which I'm happy with. Let them sweat the GT3s. The competition in hypercar class is not really a problem, like when all the top LMU drivers in hypercars come together, you get crazy racing. Like we had the 12 hours of Le Mans in the first attempt. The one that I messed up with a nice 360. But it was still a huge fight for the whole 12-hour races, strategically and on pace. Between 5 teams, right? Waiting to upgrade to 5080. It's gonna take a little bit, I think. Or not just a little bit, but one day I will upgrade. The Lambo is a funny one. You got so much rotation, and then at the same time you just got a lot of understeer. And then combined with huge rear slides in medium speed corners or entries. The Lexus just rotates, and that's it. It's nice. Yeah, I just need VRAM for now. A bit limited with 10 gigs. Do I have 3 attempts? 150... Should have 3 attempts, yes. $49.7, yeah, that's quite proper lap times already. I guess it's gonna go quicker. But let's find a second somewhere. Ah, cut. Unlucky. Well, the right side is still a bit cold. Yeah, when I hear Lambo, I look, I envision the rear of Lambo driving behind it at Qatar as it turns into turn 4 or 5 and it just absolutely loses the rear, because that was probably one of the most common visions that we had when GT3s got this new tire model. Okay then. 2 laps to make it count. Ah, Tommy with 48, of course. That did not game in time. Maybe it's better to avoid that little curb of Ascari. Okay, where is that gonna put me? P10. Oof. One more. Braking too early for T1. Couple of milliseconds and I gained so many positions. Oh yeah, that was a good line. Not best execution, but Delta is happy. And into P3, yes. Ooh, okay. I got worried for a moment. Okay. Okay. AMG, Lexus, and the Corvette. Load. Yeah, before I keep leaking clicks. Well. Right. How the dampers say hard and soft? Well, dampers are still like a black box for me. I don't know. Sometimes they do a lot, sometimes they don't do anything in LMU. But yeah, I remember doing fixed at Spa, and the moment I went to Lexus, I immediately just did a crazy good lap time for no reason. Just because I felt so good. Somebody starting on wet. That's probably not the best idea. Yeah, let's see. We need wets at some point. Oh. Leiden. You forgot the fuel or what? Lambo T4 in Fuji. Yeah, it's... I mean, those corners are the perfect Lambo corners, kind of. If you can manage what the rear is doing with the rotation. Okay, 45 minutes of Monza with fuel times 2. I think I need a bit of glucose just in case. Come on, open, thank you. I don't know how to launch this car. Pretty wide and I'm in the middle. Oh dear. Not best. Yeah, but if you don't get a good launch at Monza, you're done. I don't know, why is that? Should I go just TC off? Oi oi oi. That's a Corvette for you. That's an opportunity for a nice YouTube short or Instagram reel. Left or right? Well, none of it. Brake and wait. But a bit of time lost, of course. Ooh. Yeah, Lexus is lazy at start, but P2 still had a fair launch. Yeah, probably I was just in the unlucky position where P4 and P5 both had better cars on the launch, so they just got alongside. And then the P2 was in the middle of the road, so I couldn't really do anything about it. It was a big moment for the Corvette, right? Like, where did that rotational inertia come from? It just suddenly started spinning just insanely. You use override, okay. I was playing with override in the past on start, but never felt like I gained anything. But I do usually run as little DC cut as possible. Which does need some prep and test. Oh, that was a horrible line. At the purple sector too, wow. So now we are waiting for the rain. When does it come? Let's see. The balance is so beautiful. Somebody stop Leiden. I'm still braking too early. And then I hit the first sausage and then I'm just out of position. What? Ah. Hope it was a spin again. Just gravel. No rain forecasted yet. Lap times 50.1. Ah, it was just cuts ahead. Felt like I'm gonna outbrake myself, but then the car suddenly stopped. And I gained almost 2 tenths. Nice. I didn't clickbait, like it was 2 wet races and the wetness is gonna come soon. At Monza as well. Purple sectors, wow, the gap not opening anymore. The delta being happy. Fastest lap of the race, let's go. There you go, there you go. It's not a clickbait, it's never a clickbait. Well, yesterday it kind of was. Because we didn't all crash. But nobody was far off. It's a cut. Now, if you stop too early, you have to splash later. But it might be too wet to keep going, so let's see. This was 5 laps now, completed. The man was flooded, yeah. Well, I did basically crash a couple of times. We crashed with the Buono. Dario had crashed into the barrier as well, but somehow survived the crash. People behind crashed. Well, as I say that, before goes off. Let's see if he avoids the drive-thru. He didn't avoid the drive-thru, poor man. Rip. Dump. Oof. I didn't crash all, but everyone crashed into me. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. Well, I hope Lexus has the same advantage over AMG as it has at Spa in the wet. Uh-oh. Quick strategy check. Didn't expect it's gonna open on the main monitor, but that's fine. Where is the cut warning? Quite a heavy drizzle. Oh yeah, the Porsche. Porsche will be quite nice. 7 laps completed. The full push is 12 laps on the fuel tank. I think we need to go quite deep into this to avoid having a massive fuel save for the second stint. It's getting slightly wet. Now what? Do people go full strategy or I want to try something, you know. 8 laps completed. I lose a lot of time, but let's see. Maybe it works. Slightly wet. Yeah, now the real gamble. Now the real gamble. Box now or extend one more. I'm not boxing. One more, come on. Strategy 9000. Boothby agrees with me. Is this flat out? This? It went down to drizzle again. So now I effectively can go till the end on one fuel tank without insane fuel save, which is nice. Question is, do we just keep the tires or do we go wet? Slightly wet. Drizzle. Forecast is still light rain. $12 seconds, you know. Nah, it is wet. It must be wet. Although if it quickly dries out... Box! Box, box, box. I see a drying line, you know, so... What does Boothby do? He boxes as well. Alright. This was less scary than the final lap with Ferrari yesterday. So it should be 13 laps to go now. Let's see. The buono not here. One worry less. Oh, the Italians are mad with me. Or at me. And I'm mad at them. So it's proper party. Don't rotate me, it's fine. There we go. Now, where are all the early beaters? How far ahead? But they will lose, what, 25 seconds doing the one extra pit stop? Still slightly wet. And only drizzle. Whoa! That was a yellow torpedo. Was that the Corvette? It was the Corvette. Boothby gained a lot with that 3% advantage on VE. Ah, he had drive-through. It looks like you really have to fully stop the car for 10 seconds if you cut the chicane. BMW and straight, that's a fine combination. Boothby is coming. I need to monitor the fuel target as well. I mean, it's nice to save fuel behind like this. as long as Leiden is not pulling into the distance. And as long as the gap to him is under 25 seconds. But Boothby is gonna be in my slipstream shortly. Rain is gone. And it's gonna be 12 to go or 11 to go. Maybe staying on slicks would actually be the best call. I don't know if it was sketchy enough. But you know, these long lifting coasts make me save the fuel a lot, so I can push more later, but at the same time they keep my temperatures down. But they are not too high yet. I do need to pass him, right? I do need to. Oh, Boothby is not too quick. That was half a second lost now into corners. But how can I overtake? Ah, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, with this drying line forming, it's always sketchy. But we are ahead. Now this is condition for slicks, to be honest. But if you box and put slicks on, they will take 10 laps to get anywhere. Track limit. Okay. Yeah, that dried up incredibly quickly. Oh. people are now bidding for mediums. Let's see. They will lose like, well, they will lose 12 seconds with tire change, and then they will lose 10 to 15 seconds trying to get the mediums up to temp. But then they will be flying. But if the leaders now want to gamble with mediums, they have to box now. Temperature 28. 19 air temp. I prefer to be in my situation now. But yeah, most of the Plan A strat drivers boxed now to the mediums. Let's see if Leiden does it. Well, mediums in action. Sadly, right ahead of me. But every lap that Leiden doesn't box, it's advantage for me. Which means that he's planning to stick on the wets. Wet's not overheating yet. Well, just a little bit. I wonder if that extra lap that I did on slicks means that I have much better tire now. Like one lap shouldn't make that much of a difference, to be honest. But I'm gaining on P1 and P2. I still need to lift and coast a bit more. Yeah, there is no more dry line, there is... it's just everything is dry. Well, this is maybe a little bit darker, but there is no water remaining. That's a juicy battle for P33. Thank you. And thank you again. So P1, P2 100% staying on wets. I don't see any medium runner anywhere close. So for fuel, I think I need a 13 lap stint, so 7.8. Yeah, well, luck with traffic, although I still got held up a little bit. But you know, it's different rules. If you're lapping different class or same class. Here they are not... Well, here they are obliged to actually move away. But if it's a different class, then it's on the faster class to make a safe move. Leiden struggles, losing time. Guys, are we gonna win this? Boothby is not coming close. P1, P2 not really showing anything. No fuel save. They could do like a crazy insane fuel save, but they are not doing it. To skip the pit stop. But like, I am borderline with fuel. Cannot save 12% now. They will have to box for, well, splash for 2 laps. Maybe Leiden will do 1 lap splash. But Chada will be 2 laps. And these wets are quite remarkable. 5 seconds of dry pace. Wow. Hello, Schwix. Yeah, like we are actually finally looking like we can win a championship race. Long time. P1, P2 severely struggling. Like I don't know what they are doing now. Do they think they can stretch? Can they stretch? They cannot. It's 8% per lap. Yeah, this is a championship race. The GT3, what's it called? GT3 Open or just GT3 Championship? No, it's the actual champ. Round 6 of 7. Whole setup guide. Yeah, I think I first need to figure it out myself. So, is there a chance that we go that quick to get 4 laps? I don't think so. It's gonna be... it's 3 more. 3 to go. No, but yeah, about setup guides, it's slightly tricky. You know, like... ideally I would have 100,000 subs and I would be full-time content creator and then I could tell everything because I could. But at the moment I have esports contract with my team that's yet to be announced. And I'm obliged to not really share too much, you know. I can share stuff, but it's tricky to like to draw a line what I can say and what can I not say, which is quite stupid given that in Le Mans Ultimate at the moment you don't really have big esports happening, but you know, contract is contract. What are P1, P2 doing? What is Leiden doing? Trying to actually avoid a pit stop. Wow. Interesting. A bit late, you know. He now needs to do 2 laps on 11%. Oof. Leak dampers, I have no idea. Completely random. Rather soft, but sometimes put a bit stiffer somewhere and the car is immediately better. Who would understand? Yeah, well, I mean, leak setup is... it's sometimes less bad to leak a setup, because then you just have the values, but if you actually explain why some stuff works, then some teams can get a good idea about something that you don't want them to know, and then they beat you. But let's say it's kind of like in real life. Of course, you put minimum pressures that's allowed by the rules. You try to make the car as soft as possible, to have maximum mechanical grip, while not smashing into the curbs or into the ground or anything. Then it's just trade-off between spring rate and ride height and the packers, or the third suspension as well in the hypercars. Well, gonna be a move for the win in the final lap. Come here, Tommy. He's gonna have such a bad time in the last lap. 6%, he's gonna have 5% and he needs 8. Well, thank you so much. See you later. Let's see if he will keep into the podium actually. Was a good call. He will finish ahead of Chada, who boxed, I think. One to go. Fixed setup with braking points, driving class. Yeah, like there are many options about what I could do. It's just kind of messy times, you know. Effectively, I've just switched jobs. I mean, I still have the same job, but for a different team, of course. But still, it's things have to fall into their places. And stuff has to be organized, so I don't really have excess of time to create more content than before, but eventually things will be better and better. But I do have some nice video planned. Tommy with 2%. Well, that's gonna be the massivest of lift and coasts for him to stay in P3. What a strategy. I didn't really have the pace, at least I had the strategy. Time is 0, 1 corner to go. Let's be safe with it. Leiden on 0%, what's he doing? He's gonna get the penalty, like he's not lifting coasting enough. He cannot make it. Anyway, we can, so that's a P1, yes, finally a win. Leiden, cross the line, he lifts. He's gonna make it. Yep, he's gonna make it, wow. Not a bad call from him. You know, if he started aggressively lifting coasting before, maybe he would actually have a chance at P1, and maybe arguably, if I boxed one lap early, and then fuel saved a lot more, maybe that would be more efficient? I don't know. Still the best thing to do would be, I think, stay on the mediums, because it dried up so quickly. But I didn't know. I couldn't know. Ooh. No, Tommy did... He did what he had. Chada that boxed lost a lot more. Well, thank you for the GGs. I hope you guys enjoy this. Next stream is gonna be on Sunday. I will not do the special event. Oh, you know what? I always get asked about donuts. Why not? Actually, the Lexus is happy to do very good donuts. 150 Celsius wets. Okay. That was very nice. The first one of the medium runners far down. So it was not good to go back to the medium because there are no warmers. But if you kept the old... I think it would be best to keep the old mediums. Think. Maybe Boothby would be on my rear. Maybe he would overtake me, but... in the end it was just much better to have mediums. Like probably 3-4 seconds per lap quicker. Let's watch a replay or two. Start. Purple line on pedal telemetry. I think... I don't even know. I think it's just some kind of wheel spin or like... how do you call it? It's not slip angle but slip ratio. Like how much the tire is over-rotating. Or yeah, just wheel spin is the easiest way to put it. So, P3. It's just this immediate pull, like it just doesn't have it. I don't know. Arguably the Corvette was just marginally better. Wait, Boothby, like, does he actually have the kind of meme livery of the default LMU car? I mean, it looks better than the placeholder car, right? But it's funny. Anyway. What can I do from here? Absolutely nothing. I don't see the brake reference too well. I cannot go right, I cannot go left. I don't know where the Lexus is gonna brake ahead of me, so I just need to lift out of it, be safe. And then... There goes the Corvette. Ah, poor man. Yeah, I just hooked. It landed with the under tray right onto the sausage. Oof. That would be a lot of carbon fiber flying IRL. And then where do you go? Left or right? There is nowhere you can go. I was lucky that I didn't have, or that there was a battle behind me. Yeah, they were having squeezing of the track of their own. Oh, that was a smack. Ow. I just got very lucky with the positioning of cars behind. This was an important defense. And then he went fully off. And lost the position. Ooh. Oh, they had quite a fight there, wow. That was it. Yeah, rain come. We kept going with Boothby. We boxed late, then I was fuel saving, I eventually made the move. Oh, just one more thing to check. My pit exit. I mean, what's the rulebook saying about going out of pit lane? Are you able to like go fully across? Check lies. Okay, I will check. That's a good call. Like if you're like this, I guess there is nothing wrong. We just didn't brake check or anything. But Cooper broke. It was a bit of optimistic braking point. But he would, if there were no cars ahead, he would have made the apex, I think. And then yeah, like he gets a drive through, so if you do this, like you just need to fully stop the car. Ah, let me reload. I will reload and check the final lap as well. Results. Well, no big deal. Rank breakdown. It's always low impact. Wait, where is the... I want to see the standings. Come on. So many clicks to go back to there. Dear UI. When fix? Leaderboard? No, leaderboard was just the lap times. P2 in the leaderboard, wow. I mean, this is gonna just work after the last round when it removes the worst 2 rounds. How do you even find... Ah, wait, I'm P6. I'm blind. That's driver rank, but overall... I'm P15. It puts you in the top. Interesting. Let's see what the last round brings next week. So, quick replay of the final lap of Leiden doing 0%. GG's Joao. Yeah, this replay and then off to Spa. 2 hours 40 minutes, I think. No, wait, it's 160 minutes. Yeah, that's 2 hours 40. 2 hours 40 of Spa, VMS Pro on Sunday. And then safe flight over to Qatar for the 10-hour special. 2 drop rounds, yeah. I dropped for 2 rounds anyway. I would have quite nice results without those drop rounds, but in round 1, when I was about to get a podium and got crashed out with 2 corners to go, that was quite costly. Oh. Okay, this is penultimate lap. Tommy, why don't you upshift to 6th, Tommy? Less engine braking in 6th. .5 gap, but I think the gaps are a bit broken. Yeah, at this point he had like 2% and I was like, well, he's just not gonna make it. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, what? What was that? Well, I guess I will have to check the UCOG stream, but what is this? He didn't get a cut, or did he? What? I'm gonna find out soon, okay. Okay, very friendly. Yeah, he had 0% here. Very friendly, very nice. Okay. Yeah. That lapped cars. Before, where was the first medium runner? So far behind. Crazy how this strategy just did not work. Okay. Well, what more to say? What more to be said? Couple of shots of my beautiful donuts. See you guys on Sunday. Thank you again for the chat, for the GGs, for the likes, for subs, for everything. Have a nice week. Bye bye.